hi guys, it's Arian, and this is going to be my first favorites video on my channel, and it's for the month of March 2017. So let's get started right away. I'm going to try to keep it minimal because I realized that maybe this was going to be a really long video if I did that. So I'm going to keep it minimal. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is this thing that has all of the stuff worn off of it. This is the Lorac Pro eye primer, and I don't hear anybody talking about this, and I think this is one of the best eye primers I've ever tried. I'm very interested in buying a full size after getting this and trying it out. I was panning this, which was actually how I figured out how much I loved this. I really think this is much better than the Urban Decay Primer Potion. If you have problems with your eyelids being dry, or you have dry patches on your eyes or anything like that, I would say try this instead of the Urban Decay. I find that one a little more drying because it like kind of sucks in the eyeshadow and, you know, keeps that there. Excuse my hand swatches. We'll get to that later. But yeah, I really like this. Next on my favorite list is the number 7 shimmer palette in the color Rose. Now look how pretty this is. Like, I know it's like tons of fingerprints, right? Totally fingerprint happy, but look how high-end that looks. Like, look how pretty the color is. It's a rose gold kind of color, and on the inside it looks like one of those Physician Formula shimmer strips, but I think this is much better. I think that you can pick this up on a brush much easier. I'm wearing this on my cheeks right now. It's kind of like that. It's not a highlighter. I would definitely say this is a blush shopper or a blush in general. If you're very pale, this will definitely be a blush on you. But this is a very shimmery blush, like you can see right there with my finger. Yeah, you see that? And now I did some of these swatches earlier. Let me find which one it is. It's this one. You see that down here? Yeah, so it's kind of like a rose bronze kind of shade, obviously, as this would suggest, right? And so this was like a pink, a bronze, coral, and kind of like a lighter bronze, and you mix them all together and you do that. You can use them individually also if you choose to. I find that this picks up on a brush much easier than the Physicians Formula one, and I like the color a lot. And I really kind of want to try out some of these other ones, but I'm not very much into gold, and I think that that's kind of the other like color they have, so we will see. This, awesome, get it. And also for cheeks, I depotted all of my Milani blushes and I put them into this nice palette, and I just love Milani blushes. Like, they're totally worth the money. Sorry, you can't hear me. They're totally worth the money. Excuse me. And I depotted all of them. The packaging is a little bit clunky. I don't find the brushes work very well at all, but the MVPs of this palette right now is this new color I got in my haul, my last haul. This is like a petal pink kind of color, but it's like a highlighter shade, right? And you can just mix this color with everything. It looks good with both of the matte pink colors, and looks good with this peach Bellini color and also Luminoso. It looks good with both of them. I just think that this color is like the MVP for me, and this palette has been a great companion palette for my personal makeup, for my own everyday kind of makeup. I've been loving this a lot. I don't think between these and my Too Faced blushes that I will need any blushes like for a long time. I do like the Becca ones, but I find they're almost too pigmented, so I really like these. I think they're awesome. Next are obviously the Too Faced blushes. Now, I've been using this. I put these in my favorites particularly for using on clients. I don't think the packaging is very obviously travel friendly, but for doing clients. But I also think that this color, open, thank you. And Baby Love, you can see very well used, very well loved. The thing is completely like worn off of it basically. I love these. I think that this, I tried this on a very fair girl for a bridal party, and it looked awesome on her. It just looked so great, and I just feel like the versatility of this color is amazing. If you don't like Tarte Exposed, you might like this one. This one's a little more peach toned, peach mauve, and that toned, instead of like I feel like that one's a little more purple mauve toned, right? So This one's a little more on the warmer side. I'm wearing today Love Hangover, so if you want to get a good look at that, this is Love This is Love Hangover mixed with the Rose shimmer palette from number 7. Okay, so let's see. These are also on my favorites list. These are the Lime Crime Velveteens, and particularly the colors Riot, Shroom, and Faded. And here they are on my hand. Here's Shroom, Faded, and Riot. Riot is on my lips right now. I just feel like warm looks, cool looks, warm looks, or neutral looks. You know what I mean? I just feel like these 3 have really stood out this month, especially with spring colors and stuff. I feel like, I don't know, I like them. I think these are the good ones. And they don't get crusty, they don't rub off. You can see nothing on my hand, nothing, you know, nothing. It just doesn't come off on anything. I really like that. Obviously, it's kind of like the Kat Von D ones. If you get oil on it, it's going to come off, just like everything else. But I really like these. I feel like they stay on the longest, and they build on top of themselves very well. So if you're trying to touch up throughout the day, you can definitely like build these on, and they smell so good. They smell like red velvet, and I just love that crap. I think it smells so delicious. Now, what am I going to do next? Perversion, Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I've been using the crap out of this month. I feel like this has been my go-to mascara. I bought some during the what's it called, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. You can see it gives you very thick lashes. The only problem with this is sometimes it clumps, and then I use another mascara, a more defining mascara, to go through, or just a lash brush, and I just comb them through once they're dry, and that works out pretty well for me. So that's what I do with that. As for eyes, I kind of pulled these out. These are, these were a present from my sister that ended up being a super cool, whoa, don't die. Okay, a super cool idea. These are the Josie Maran, what are they called? The coconut water eyeshadows. Now, these are a little complicated. You really have to shake them, they separate and stuff like that, but they're so metallic that it's just like so cool to play with them. Like, they're so soft. Look at that. Like, it's so foiled and nice, and the only thing is they stay wet a little bit longer than a lot of like other metallic shadows like this. But I think that they're just so gorgeous that if you can one shadow look these really, really easily. Like, that's the rose gold. Like, oh, look at that. Oh my God. With the peanut butter palette, like, what are you talking about? Don't. Stop it. Stop. But don't. I mean, it's amazing. It's really good. So I really like these. I know that a lot of people said that the handle breaks off for them, but I just feel like even if that happened, I would probably stick like a really small brush in there, because you need to have like a lot of control to put it like right where you want to put it. And a lot of times they do this with like halo eyes, or with really dramatic, those really dramatic kind of like cat eyes and stuff. Like, that's the kind of look that I'll use this for, because it's just so crazy, You can also like really neutralize these out and put them out on the lid and kind of just, smudge them around and put some mascara on, and you got like a beach look right away. So I like these. I don't think the applicator is really going to get weird on me. The one thing I'm concerned about is that the pigment, you can see that the pigment kind of gets separated at the, like, from the stuff at the bottom. So you really have to yank these, or shake them really hard, and I get concerned that it's going to like break or something in there. So, I mean, I like them. I think they're really, really fun. The next thing that's kind of a spoiler, it's a little bit of a spoiler for my haul, is specifically the color Pink Heart in the Moonchild palette. Yes, I did purchase this. I have a haul coming. I promised you guys that. I was waiting for the last of the stuff to come in from Ulta 21 Days, and I thought I was going to add a little more. Didn't end up doing that, so I postponed. But I will definitely film that for you guys. Back to this, the Pink Heart shade. Can I? I don't know. You guys. Like, what? This color is my life. I love this. Like, I went down and got married at the, to sign paperwork for my, like, to get married down at the courthouse, and this color, I put this, like, I wore this a little bit, and I was like, oh no, I need more of you, and I was like, on my face and on my eyelids, and I was just like, oh my gosh, yes, everywhere. Actually, let's put some on right now. Let's put some on because I'm into it. And I'm gonna use another favorite is this brush. It's the Becca, like, sorry, this is like so dirty because I use it all the time and my hands have makeup on them right now and I just blah, blah, blah. So I love this because I lose dexterity in my fingers and the ends of them. So if you have like arthritis, or I have thoracic outlet syndrome, or if you have, you know, any other kind of dexterity issue where you're losing dexterity in your hands, I would get this freaking brush if you like to do your makeup, because you can literally do it works well for foundation, for powder, for concealer. It works well for bronzer and highlight, which is particularly what I like it for. I love this for highlight. This is what I use for highlight, and people think that's ridiculous, but I use the corners of it. I have good control. This thing is super easy to clean. You just wipe it through a couple times. All the product really stays at the bottom of this brush. You can see that this is really, really white. All the product really stays at the bottom of this brush, so you really don't have to clean this brush a trillion million times because it comes off right away. Like when I wash this brush, it's just like, whoa, it comes right off. So this is an amazing brush if you want to like cut down on time, or, you know, pain, or, you know, if you're a spoonie and you need to make it work for you. This is what I recommend. I like this a lot. It's very pricey, so I would either wait till it's on Haute Look, because they do that a lot. They actually put this brush on there a lot, or, you know, get it in the Sephora 15% off sale or something like that, because it's very pricey. So with that, I think I'm going to move on to flops I had, because I think those really, actually no, I want to talk about one more thing. I want to talk about this EcoTools sponge. This is amazing. I really love this because it has two flat sides right here, and you can get like right up close to your eyeball. And I feel like with the Real Techniques one, the flat side is on the bottom, right? So you're like pouncing that onto your skin, but I feel like the round side is actually better for, you know, making it look like skin, like making airbrush look, you know? So I feel like this has been really great. Actually, I have a couple more favorites. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, the IT Cosmetics Matte Bronzer. I feel like no one talks about this, and I am almost hitting pan on this sucker because this is my holy grail bronzer. I just think that this bronzer does it. You see that? You can see the waffle print under it. Because I'm going to town with this sucker. And I really just take this brush, you know. I take that brush and I put it in there and I go right to town. Oh, I didn't even put on the highlighter for you guys. I should do that. Let's do that right now because I really like this thing. So let's show you because what it can do. I mean, I'm already like glowing to the moon right now, but who cares, man? Duochrome, and it's festival season. So, you know, making it work. Like, ugh, stop it, you know? Just, I don't know. I feel like it makes the skin look so healthy, too. Like, I just really like that. All right, now let's move to flops. Now, I've tried to make this work so many freaking times, and I just feel like it had worked at some point, but now it's making me mad. And this is the Nuance Salma Hayek Flawless Finish Blur Perfection Primer. Now, let me tell you, this does not blur shit. You don't put this on your face and it blurs. It doesn't blur anything. I don't see anything. It feels very silicone-y, so you would think that it would be like very pore minimizing. Nah, it doesn't do that either. So like, I'm like, what do you do? And also, my foundation doesn't stick to this properly. So it literally peels up again, you know? It's not, and they're the same consistency. It's not like a product, you know, like oil and water mix kind of situation. It's not like that. This just hates me now. I don't know. I felt like this was like really good at some point. And I have like emotional connection to this product because I bought this the weekend I got engaged. So I'm like, no, don't leave. But at the same time, I'm like, why are you so bad? What are you doing this to me? Okay, so anyways, I'm really gonna declutter this because I can't stand it anymore. I've literally been trying to make it work for the longest time. It does not freaking work. No. And the second product that failed me with this month is the Wet n Wild On the Edge Long Wearing Eye Pencil. Now let me tell you, this is a very strong eye pencil. This is not about the color or the saturation, because look at it. It's black. So black, right? But it's so smudgy. It gets freaking everywhere. You cannot be precise with this sucker because it just like literally flies across your face. And if you didn't want a smoky eye, well, you got one now. because that's what this will do for you. That's what it'll say. It will be like, oh, you want to be up here? I want to be down here too, and around and up here, and like, I want to be everywhere on your face. This thing is horrible. Not worth the $2, whatever. It's, I guess if you really set it, if you're like really on a budget and you really have the time to set it and do all that kind of crap, okay, go for it. But your girl ain't got no patience for that shit. This is no go for me. No. And now, this is also going to be a little bit of a spoiler because I have been panning this palette on my Instagram. So you should follow me on Instagram. If you do, I post more on Instagram. I just got a new phone that has like an amazing camera. I hope it's working for you guys right now. I got the new Google Pixel, so that's also a favorite. I got the Google Pixel. Awesome. And I have been working on this Too Faced, what is this? The Natural Eye. Now, this is like the OG one before the 10. So this has that glitter bomb kind of shade in it. This is what it looks like. And I hit pan in, 2 of these shades. I want to hit pan on all of the shades eventually. I'm pretty close in this glitter shade, surprisingly, because I surprised my friend when he was sleeping, and I kind of gave him a glitter face. Because we're good friends, and that's what friends do, right? He was wearing his shoes and he fell asleep. Not a good idea. Don't do that. If you go to college, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so I've been using that shade a lot. I really hate gold shade. I don't know. I don't like gold on my eyes. When I finish the look, I feel like I like it. I really love oranges, but for some reason gold, I'm just not about that life. I've been trying to dig through this one, but it's not really doing it for me. And then I used this one as a highlight. What is that one called? Silk Teddy. Silk Teddy. I have been using as a highlight. I'm not wearing it today, obviously. I'm wearing that other thing I just put on. But this has worked pretty well as a highlight. I feel like it almost works better as a highlight than an eyeshadow. I don't know if the pigmentation's just not there anymore because I've had this for a really long time. But I feel like this almost works better as a highlight. Now, this shade, what are you called? Cocoa Puff. You are great, buddy, as an outer V, but you are not great as an all-over lid color. I was hoping I could, smoky eye this, and nobody, because it is just so patchy. These are all so patchy now. I use this in my brows. I'm using it right now. It's a little bit dark, but honestly, I like it. I think it looks really good. I think that this is, good enough right now, because my Anastasia pencil is, a warmer color, and I don't like that. So this, I think, is good. This is a garbage shade. It does absolutely nothing. Let me find a free finger. I tried to even layer this on top of it. Now it feels good on my finger, but you're like, oh, look at that. Oh my God, so pretty, right? And then I go like that, and it's like, oh, where'd you go? Where are you? Where'd you go, buddy? And then it's just glitter. It's just glitter, and I hate that. Look how patchy that is, how stupid it is. Stupid Cocoa Puff. No, it's not Cocoa Puff. That's Erotica. Sorry, Cocoa Puff. Sorry. Anywho, so Erotica, I might just pass on because it's literally garbage. If I can work the glitter shadow more than this color, come on, buddy. So, I'm almost, you can see I've almost hit pan right there in that one. It's got a big dip in it right there. See all of the little holes I've put in this sucker. So hopefully I will definitely pan this. But those are kind of my duds, the Sexpresso I can only use in my brows because it really does get patchy. And then the Cocoa Puff I try to use in my outer V and stuff like that. But if I try to use it as smoky shadow, nobody. Erotica is the most horrible shade. Horrible. I've tried to layer with other things, but it just like I said, it just becomes a glittery mess, and I don't like that. I like it to look clean, at least in some sense. So, all right, you guys. So I think that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram if you want to get more stuff from me. Leave any comments or messages or suggestions or anything like that below, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. See ya!